When you're properly manscaped, girls be like, oh my god, it's huge! And if you don't, they be like, oh my god, Becky, you should have seen the Monster Man bush on Brian. We've got Brenda calling Janice, who tells her mom, who tells her weird Aunt Wanda, who totally then tells everybody and ruins your reputation. Gentlemen, today, in an attempt to help your reputation not get ruined, I'm going over the 10 biggest grooming turnoffs for girls. Number 1 is not a Monster Man bush, because you already knew that. And if you did, why don't you drop me one of these to be like, yo, Alpha, I already knew it, and my man bush is in check. Actually, the first one is hairy balls. If your balls are extra fuzzy, check it out. What? Did you know that Alpha can juggle? Who's your daddy? Exactly. Here's the deal. If your balls are extra fuzzy, gentlemen, this is a no-go, because nobody wants to go downtown and hang out on you. It tickles so much. The only way you're gonna know that it tickles so much is if those boys are shaved bald. Gentlemen, the bush, you want to trim it. The balls, you want to shave them. The second biggest grooming turnoff is, can you guess? I'll wait. Escaping chest hair, crawling and scratching its way out of your shirt. Grab your grooming tool and just give it a little bit of that action. Exactly. Do you see that right there? Yeah, exactly. Just take some of the bulk out of it, gentlemen. Take it down so that it's not escaping and clawing out of your shirt. This also goes for your back. Speaking of back hair, the third biggest turnoff for women when it comes to men's grooming habits or routines is not removing your back hair. There is one tool that I've talked about before, in my opinion, is the best option for removing your own back hair. It is called the baKblade. It's got 2 rows of like these super wide blades, and you can actually use it dry. You don't necessarily need to be in the shower, but you can. And it's like scratching your back, but what happens, it actually will remove the hair. This product is genius. I will link and list it down below on Amazon. The fourth biggest turnoff for women in terms of grooming is mustaches that come down over your lips. How is she gonna make out with you if you look like this? A big, huge monster turnoff for women is if she cannot see your kissably soft lips. The deal is this: you gotta make sure you trim your stash. If you have a beard or mustache, gentlemen, each and every one of you needs a kit like this. This is from Pete and Pedro. I'll link to it down below. But the deal is, it comes with small little sharp scissors and a tiny little mustache brush. Take the brush and then just make sure that you don't have any like straggling hairs, right? And then just run the scissors over it, all right? Both sides. And while you're at it, guys, this kit also is what you should use for trimming your eyebrows, right? Because we get some like crazy long like eyebrow hairs, right? And so what I want you to do is either brush it down or up and just trim the long, super straggly hairs. Speaking of hairs and eyebrows, that's actually the 5th thing that turns girls off, is when your eyebrows are crazy bushy or super thin and arched, which makes you look like a chick. The way that you're gonna find the start and the stop is pretty simple. Take something straight, and then what you're going to do is place it on the side of your nose and run it straight up, right? As you can see, that is where your eyebrow should start. And then to find the outer edge, you're gonna take that same straight item, all right? And then what you're gonna do is just turn it towards the outside corner of your eye. And that is the place where your eyebrow should actually stop. Now, the deal is this: you should never shave with a razor. Instead, I always want you to use a pair of high quality tweezers. And I say high quality because if your tweezers are cheap, they have a tendency to break or snap the hair, guys. You wanna make sure that you grab it nice and firm and pull with the direction that it's actually growing. If you're looking for an incredible pair of tweezers, once again, these are Pete and Pedro. I will link to them down below along with the discount code. Guys, Pete and Pedro has pretty much all of your grooming needs, not just incredible hair products. We've got manicure and grooming kits. This kit is incredible. It comes with a great case. The case has a zipper. Something else we recently launched is another kit. This is the blackhead and pimple popping kit. It comes with all the tools, a little mirror. We also have an entire shave line with like soaps and oils and shave cream, and we've got like safety razors. Something else we recently launched is the DOP kit. For you guys out there that travel, guys, you definitely want to check this out. I will link to everything, guys, down below along with the discount code. The 6th biggest turnoff for spicy senoritas is dudes with possum feet. Nasty, funky feet, gentlemen. It is something that a lot of us dudes have, and we don't even know we have it because we don't pay attention. We're like, whatever, their feet, who cares? Gentlemen, she cares. And so you want to make sure that they are under control. How are you going to do that? Well, number 1, you got to make sure they are not all hard, crusty, nasty, have a bunch of dead skin. Once a week is pretty much all it's gonna take. In the shower, guys, at the end of your shower, I want you to grab some type of foot file, or you could actually get like one of those like hard like pumice or pumice stones, right? And what you're gonna do is just go over the heels and the callus parts, right? This one has two different sides. One side is a little bit rougher to actually like get the majority of the callus, and then the other side is to make it a little bit softer. Guys, it is amazing. Once you start taking care of your feet, they're gonna start looking better, they're gonna feel better. Who knows, she might actually start like sucking on them or something. Good job, kid. She'll never suck on your toes, but at least she won't be disgusted and turned off. The seventh thing that is a huge turn off for girls is if your nails are nasty. No spicy senorita worth her spiciness wants nasty hands pulling at her. Gentlemen, here's the deal. If you are somebody who routinely bites them down to the nubs, or you got a bunch of cuticles or bitten nastiness, guys, you gotta get it under control. You gotta chill out. You gotta keep them trimmed, possibly file them. If you need to go get a manicure, do that. Something I do for my cuticles is to get just a little bit or a dab of Vaseline, and then right before I go to bed, I will actually just rub it on my cuticles. This is the best way to keep them looking good and soft. What's that? My chin flakes? Yeah, that's actually number 8. So how are you going to prevent chin flakes from hanging out on your shirt? Well, the first line of defense is a moisturizer, all right? Every day when you are applying your Tiege Hanley, all right, you want to make sure that not only are you getting your face nice and hydrated, you want to make sure that you are also using enough to get it down into the beard. But a lot of times this isn't enough. And so what I'd recommend is grabbing a beard oil, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4 is pretty much all you need. And then what you're gonna do is condition your beard and get it down to the chin, all right? A lot of guys skip this step and you think, hey, I don't have a big beard and so I don't need to use a beard oil. Guys, beard oils and balms are an incredible way to condition the hair. It also helps train it, keep it shiny, and it's the best way to eliminate that nasty chin dandruff. And now I can safely pucker up and kiss that spicy senorita, unless I've got cracked, nasty lips, which is actually number 9. Before I go to bed, I'll get a little bit of Vaseline, just a dab, you don't need a ton, and just right there, right? Then you go to bed, you wake up, your lips are super soft. Now, during the day, I also like to condition them, but I do not use Vaseline. Instead, what I use is the Tiege Hanley lip balm. This stuff is amazing. It's super mild. It is really nice and creamy. It also has an SPF of 30. This stuff is amazing. If you're a Tiege member, you can add this to your next system, guys. Log into your dashboard and check it out. And last but certainly not least, the 10th biggest turn off for women when it comes to grooming is you smelling like her ex-boyfriend. If you're wearing the same cologne or fragrance as her ex-boyfriend, gentlemen, this is not necessarily a good thing. It's also one of the reasons why I'd recommend that you have multiple colognes or fragrances and rotate them. If you're looking for a new one that smells incredible under $50, guys, you gotta check out Rebel, the new amazing EDP from Pete and Pedro. Rebel is ridiculous. Guys, if you're looking for a new fragrance, guys, it isn't gonna break the bank, hit the link down below and go read the reviews. People are freaking loving Rebel. And while you're there, guys, even if you don't buy Rebel, there's something else that we sell that is incredibly cool. This is the refillable travel spray, all right? As you can see, there's a little reservoir, right? Take off the cap and it's a spray bottle. The way that it works, you take your fragrance or favorite cologne, take off the nozzle, and then just put this on and pump it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fill it up as many times as you want. Fills up the little reservoir, right? And then you pop it in your bag, your dop kit, and take this on the go. Boom, boom. That's it, gentlemen. 10 of the biggest grooming turnoffs for women, but I'm assuming you knew a lot of them, right? This isn't your first grooming rodeo. You're a subscriber to the FM YouTube channel, so you are a man among men.